matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Alvin, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Let's go!
On first down, this is Geis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A toss right to Geis. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down at 4, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They find, but I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep and got his man complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quez Watkins, 93 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
But that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the...
Here's second and a yard. Hill going to try and run with it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run. This is Kamara. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. To throw, it's Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Saints.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Carr. And it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Lewis on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Darnold from the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a toss. This is Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
57-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Harris has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the Saints, first down.
Carr now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and...
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
53, 53. I got it.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quez Watkins, 82 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Here's Geis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and get it with Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
47's the mic. 47.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Gerald Everett, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Darnold. And this is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Kamara on the handoff. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Jets.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Deontay Harris. And down to the 11.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
26.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 9, check 9. Check 43. Lady. Check 53 is mine. Check.
Here's Darnold. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
34-yard line.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard. Down to the 31.
Ball carrier.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run. Not the one that's going to break for big yardage. But he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. And he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead. You're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Carr completes it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 37.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Down, here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they lose their 9th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.